What is dancing the dragon? It is a blissful, joyful approach to life in yoga. Yeah. What does that mean? So I've been on this path for 20, 30 years, and over that time, I have synthesized an approach to my own yoga practice and my own life. And what else is there to share, really? What else is there to teach? But from a direct embodiment, this particular approach that can be tailored for anyone in any life. And there's many different elements that make this up. So I'm going to break a few things down here for you. So when we talk about dancing the dragon, right? What is the dragon? And of course, the dragon has many different meanings in many different cultures. And when I feel into dancing the dragon, what it means to me is, do I dare dance with the pain that shapes me? Now, I've lived with chronic pain since I was a teenager. I had spinal fusion when I was 16 and started having sciatic pain again when I was 21. And it got more and more intense throughout my 20s until I discovered yoga. And it's kind of gone up and down a little bit since then. So I know what it's like to dance with pain, not to resist, not to avoid, not to suppress, not to reject, but to learn how to meet, embrace, and dance, because it is inevitable for all of us that we will all experience injury, illness, and physical pain in our lives. So, dancing the dragon teaches you how to meet it so that you can actually be in joy and bliss even when there is pain in your life. Dancing the dragon is all about dancing with the desire that ignites us, right? So, desire is what in the tantric traditions guides us. What we desire is what we move toward, but there is a difference between desire and grasping, desire and attachment, right? Desire and control. And so, again, there is this way of learning how to dance with desire where we no longer suppress, repress, or demonize that feeling of desire, but nor do we attach and grasp and cling and control, right? We can dance with it. Third thing, there's five of these aspects, right? Third thing is learning how to dance with the shadow that guards the gold, right? So we all have shadow. We all have shadow. And many of us demonize again, or criticize, or judge, or repress, or suppress, or lock the shadow away in the basement, thinking if we can just deny its existence, that it won't impact things. It's just not how it works, right? The trick to it again is learning how to dance with the shadow, learning how to catch it as it you see it at the corner of your eye. It's like, oh my God, there's my shadow. And daring to move toward it, daring to embrace it, daring to love it. And the beautiful thing is about this is that when we start to see our shadow, we start to illuminate the shadow with light, it integrates. And we always discover that behind the shadow is this hidden treasure, this hidden gold. So dancing the dragon is about learning how to dance with your shadow. Fourth one, dancing the dragon, dancing with the fear that stalks you, right? So we all have fear in our life. What's your relationship to fear, right? Does it control you? Do you avoid it, repress it, suppress it, run away from you? Does it cause you to numb out, to distract, to rationalize, to disassociate, right? Dancing the dragon is about learning how, big work, this one, learning how to embrace fear, to be able to hold it in your system without becoming identified by it and without letting it generate your behavior, without letting it generate your thoughts, without letting it generate your speech, right? Again, we learn to dance with fear. And then finally, the fifth one of dancing the dragon is learning how to dance with a life force that powers you, right? Energy, or in the tantric realm, Shakti, her, the goddess. Can you feel her? Can you surrender to her? Can you listen to her? Can you hear her? Can you trust her? Right? Can you let her guide you? How do you surrender to the life force when there's uncertainty of what might happen as a result of it? How can you trust it? Particularly if in the past it's felt like you've lived from life force and bad things have happened. right? So dancing the dragon brings us back into right relationship with life force, where we can again trust it, hear it, and act from it. So these 5 aspects of dancing the dragon, right? Learning how to dance with pain, learning how to dance with desire, learning how to dance with the shadow, learning how to dance with fear, learning how to dance with life force. This is the like part of the philosophical underpinning, and we practice this in an experiential way with our embodiment practice. And I'm going to make another separate video on the 7 phases of the embodiment practice, right? Because it's all overlaps. But we use the embodiment practice as a way. So you might do a practice and go, right, today we're going to dance with fear. What is the number one biggest fear in your life? All right, we're going to use this embodiment practice to meet it fully. And that's part of the game, right? That's one of the ways to play the game. Or it might be, what's in shadow for you? Let's use this practice to move into the shadow, to integrate, illuminate, and digest the shadow, you see. So it's a very specific way of working with our lives, working with what is coming up in our life. Like, so it's like, oh, this is coming up, there's fear coming up. Oh, I've got so much desire coming up. I don't know if I can trust it. I can feel myself grasping. How do I dissolve the grasping but honor the desire? It's like, okay, I'm going to do a practice around it. So you can use your practice in a very beneficial way to meet the challenges of your day-to-day life, right? And it weaves it all together, this embodied philosophy, this embodied liberation that is influenced by Tantra, non-dual Tantra. Mm. All right, so that's those 5 aspects of dancing the dragon. Those are 5 of the dragons, you could say, that we dance with: pain, desire, shadow, fear, and life force.